Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, February 2nd. We are looking at the SPY ETF's market profile here on Window Trader. And plain and simple, we have two very important rules coming into play today. We have balance rules and we will have gap rules, as long as they're in context, come into play in all the three of the indices that we follow. Let's go to the Russell first. Here we are, 4-day balance. Gapping higher. We had a nice price probe right at the top of a 4-day balance. So, again, people will be yelling all over Twitter. Gap rules apply. Right now, the gap is it's only about $1.20, $1.30. I don't have a problem with that. The problem is buying up here is balance rules, right? We get this three things. We get almost to the top of a balance, fail, roll over. We get to the top, we stretch it slightly, roll over. So I don't know if I want to be a buyer right at the top of a 4-day balance unless we get acceptance, which would be the gap holding. It would mean B period, one time framing above A. So this is something I would watch carefully. If we do pull back, I would absolutely be a buyer. I'd be out if the gap filled. And then there's many other opportunities to take those buy opportunities. Again, against the price probe, which is L's high. And then again, you had the nice set of single prints with this double distribution day. So that's the quick look at the Russell. For the triple Qs, basically the same thing, although they're not as close to the top, of their 4-day balance. But it'll be the same rules applied, both on the balance rules and the gap rules. Now, SPY and ES. We're also in a 4-day balance. We're also looking to gap higher, but right now we're nowhere near the top of our 4-day balance. In fact, we're over $2 away from it. So a big difference as opposed to what the IWM and triple Qs are looking at. Now, the gap is also rather large, kind of in limbo here. Yesterday's high was 377.34, so we're opening, well, again, there's 75 minutes prior to the opening. If we gap higher by $2, I don't want to be a buyer. I would look for an inventory adjustment where my risk reward is better on a long. Same on the upside. If we were to end up gapping even higher, closer to the top of a 4-day balance, I would look to take a put play against it the first time. Don't forget, not only is it a 4-day balance, we have a pretty large gap above us. So those things are all going to come in play. Remember, the Russell does not have that gap. Triple Qs do have that gap, but it's a lot smaller than what SPY's is. So destinations right now, again, I hope you wrote them down from yesterday. I'm just going to give you a couple of them. Right now, the first one on the upside will be the overnight high of 380. And then 381.93 daily high and fill in the gap at 383.54. For the downside, your first destination will be yesterday's high to fill the gap of 377.34. Then we have 375.81, which was our afternoon pullback low in in I period. Remember, I don't count N. And then right now, my overnight low of 375.37. And then you should have the other ones I gave you from yesterday. So quite simply, the game plan in SPY and ES, if we are to open around a $2 gap higher, I'm waiting for either an inventory adjustment to take a long against the gap, or if we drive straight up, to take a short play against the top of the 4-day balance and the gap. Now, quickly on the charts, I'm just going to show you the daily. Keeping this one nice and short today. So here it is. Right now, we had an outside week down last week. Right now, it's completely being rejected as we attempt to go higher. 4-day balance, that's the most important thing we're looking at. So keep that in mind with balance and gap rules. And the other thing I want to add is, again, kudos to all those people who banded together from Reddit, Wall Street Bets, through Robinhood and everything, taking it to the big traders. Now is the time to even educate yourself even more with market-generated information to become even more powerful as you continue this pursuit. So come check us out at CamelbackTrading.org. Have a great day trading, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.